Hi ho, folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Hello.
Are you all set for tonight?
Indubitably.
Well, great, because tonight we're going to be talking with the guild called Overture, a wonderful guild here in Stormwind. As you can see, this is where we are. We are in Stormwind, right outside of Potts Plates, and we're going to talk with this wonderful, wonderful guild. So we'll be right back as we begin our discussion with the guild called Overture. Alrighty, folks, and I think we have found them. And yes, indeed, we have. Here is the guild Overture, and they look like a great group here. And as Turwinkle comes up here, let's see who we've got. Well, right off the bat, we have the guild leader, Merilith, nicknamed Mira of Lionheart, is the guild mother of Overture, is a level 90 Gilnean warlock. Hello.
Hi.
Well, you have a fine group here, and so let us meet who you've brought with you today, and we will start with Indy. So go ahead and I'll have you introduce these fine folks.
Indy Vara de Veo is nicknamed Indy and Legs. Legs because she's missing a leg. And she's an officer.
Oh.
And level 90 human hunter.
Okay, and currently Indy is vengeful and okay, missing a leg. Oh my, all right. So next to Indy is
Adrian Caro, a professor. He's a storyteller of Overture. Level 52 human warlock.
alrighty. And we'll get more into the storyteller rank, I imagine, here as we go along. And so next to you on the other side,
Coglo, the Magnificent Magus. He's the co-GM, and his nicknames are Dingleberry, Sharkbait, and Pinky.
oh, wonderful. And next,
Robin Gray Agaladorn. He's a veteran, and he's of JAT Bounties, which is like our bounty hunter RP thing.
Oh, okay. And he's a level 90 human warrior. Excellent. And last but certainly not least,
Crusader Zirin. His nickname is Zir. He should be a veteran. I don't know why he's not, but he said he's a member right now.
okay. And he's currently probably angry and holy, or both, or neither. Excellent. And so wonderful. It's great to meet everybody. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out why all these folks are in this wonderful guild, and we're going to learn all about this guild called Overture. So we'll be right back with that. And we are back. And so, Mira, how did you come up with the name Overture for your guild? Did you get that from a book or a movie or something? How did you come up with that name?
Well, I was thinking about different stories and going through my music playlist, and then I saw Overture, and I realized what Overture means, which is like an intro to a song, or a song that's like a story, sort of. And I wanted the guild to be multi-themed so that people could make whatever story they wish, as long as it was lore-abiding and such.
Well, excellent. That is a wonderful way to come up with the name, and it really fits, I think, for what your guild's about. And so, actually, let's get into that. What is Overture about? Are you guys a heavy, medium, light RP guild? What kind of guild are you?
Medium RP. We do a lot of everything, mostly RP, obviously, and a little bit of casual PvE and such. Not very many PvPers, but there's a few.
Okay. And so, what is the Overture's storyline?
There's a lot of them, but right now we have sort of a bounty hunter thing going on, and it's basically two different factions of bounty hunters going against each other, and a lot of people have gotten hurt, and some people are in hiding, and
Okay, so you guys are RPing with another guild then, is that correct?
actually no, it's all our guild.
Oh, okay, so there's two factions within your guild.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's very interesting. So, folks, we will talk more about that as the interview goes along because that's a interesting concept. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to learn a little bit more about Overture, the guild. So we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Mira, how did you come up with the idea for Overture? Was that something that you came up with on your own, or did you have a bunch of people help you with that?
I had a couple of friends help me come up with the idea. Basically, I was kind of tired of guilds that had only one theme, so I wanted to have one that where everybody was welcome to create their own themes.
Okay, do you find that that's hard to maintain within the guild, having a bunch of themes going all at once?
Actually, not really, because our forums kind of keep everything straightened out.
Oh, okay. Well, excellent. So, well, let's kind of get into that. What you have two factions within your guild, two main factions. Is that correct then?
There's actually quite a few factions, but the two bounty hunter factions right now are kind of the strong plot.
Oh, okay. And so, how many folks are in each faction? Do you know?
Uh, well, the one of the factions is actually mostly NPCs done by the storytellers,
Oh, okay.
and the other one has about 10 people in it.
Well, excellent. And so you're able to keep control of all that through your forums. Now, is that the forums for World of Warcraft, or is that something that you have on your own website?
It's our website.
Oh, excellent. And folks, we'll get more into where that's at and where you can locate that fine website. And so when we come back, folks, we're going to talk a little bit about how big Overture is and how you get into this wonderful guild. So we'll be right back with that. And we are back, folks. And so, Coglo, sir, how many members do you have currently in Overture?
We have about 49 accounts in the guild, but on a weekly basis, probably 12 to 18 active people.
Alrighty, and how many altogether, including alts?
That's according to the roster, about 151 total characters.
Okay, so you don't limit, I imagine you don't have a limit on your alts?
No, we're very alt friendly. You can add all your alts, even if you have like 2 accounts. It doesn't matter.
Well, excellent. And so, say someone wants to join your guild, are there any age restrictions?
We do try to make it 18 plus. We can make exceptions below that, but it's very rare that we do.
Okay, and why the 18 plus?
Sometimes there's darker RP like violence and stuff, and we like to keep a more mature atmosphere. Not mature in the sense of, there's always going to be violence or dark RP, but just we've noticed that if people are 18 plus, there seems to be a more stable environment for people.
Okay, that's a valid point, sir. And is there a minimum level I have to be to get into the guild?
No, not really. We don't take level into account very often. If you're like level 1 or 2, we might tell you to level up a bit, but generally no, level doesn't really matter.
All right, and so I've seen this episode. I like what you guys are about. Who do I talk to about getting into the guild?
You can talk to me or Mira or anyone in the guild, and they'll direct you to an officer that you can talk to. We have a couple of officers that can help with that, and we also have a website that you can apply to join.
Well, excellent. And what is the website address?
Overture.engine.com.
Excellent. So, folks, will have that in the description of this episode. So you'll be able to go to that. And there's an application there to sign up.
Yeah, just a general application that tells us about you and your character. And we have a couple little prompts there that you can RP with. So we get a sense of your RP style and how you do and stuff.
Alrighty. And do I have to be an experienced RPer, or can I be someone brand new to RP?
Oh, you can be a brand new RPer. We take everyone from brand new RPers to really experienced RPers. We just kind of look and see if you would fit our style, and if you do, then we take you.
All right. And so is there an in-character interview, or is it all out of character?
The in-character stuff is just those prompts on the application where you're just prompted with a couple things and you respond how your character would to those situations. That's
Well,
kind of the in-character aspect.
okay. Well, excellent. And so, folks, when we come back, we will talk a little bit about what happens now that I've made it into the guild. I've passed the application, and they like me, and so I'm in the guild. So we'll talk about what happens next. So we'll be right back with that. And we are back, and so we have Robin Gray Galadorn. And so, sir, the question to you is: now that I've made it in the guild, what rules do I have to follow?
It's the basic out of character stuff and in character stuff. Mainly, there's no racism or sexism or any form of hating on any particular character or member. And if there's ever problems, that you go to an officer, stuff like that.
Okay.
Whenever it comes,
No.
whenever it comes to roleplay, it's no god modding, no power playing. We do have a fairly realistic atmosphere with our RP, and we are very lore strict. That's a huge thing with us.
Oh, okay, excellent. So you all stick to lore pretty solidly then.
We try our hardest.
Well, excellent. And so, where would I be placed once I just joined the guild? What would be my rank?
Well, we have two ranks for that. If you're a newer RPer and you're coming into the guild, then you would be put as a new role player, and you'd be helped along in your way of learning how to roleplay. If you are experienced but you are new to the guild, you'd be an initiate, which is just basic. You're new to the guild, just getting the hang of how we work.
Oh, excellent. And so, what are your ranks then?
After initiate, we have a member, which is it's just you have proven activity and you've contributed a little bit to the guild. You've roleplayed with us, so we know you're reliable within the guild. After a member, we have a veteran, which is you're useful. You've done things for the guild before. You've been around for a little while. You've held a couple of roleplay events for people, stuff like that. Storyteller is the members who are in charge of leading the major character storylines and leading plots in the guild. They make sure that our members have a solid storyline and it's engaging and in-depth and it's awesome. After that, we have officers, which is the non-paying job of overseeing that everybody plays nice.
Yes, a lot of times that is a either a very low paying or no paying position, is it not?
Yeah, they get to pick on us because of it whenever the guild leaders aren't around.
Okay, excellent. So now, how do you become an officer?
Well, you have to be able to prove yourself to the guild. You have to be known to be reliable. You've been around for a while. You've hosted storylines. You've contributed to roleplay, both IC and OOC, by running storylines and the like.
Okay.
You've proven you're level-headed and.
Sure. And who determines when you get promoted within the guild?
Guild leaders, which are right next to me.
Okay. And so, guild leaders, when do you promote on like a monthly basis? How do you go about that?
I believe it's whenever they have decided that a member has proven themselves to reach that certain point. For some ranks, there's going to be like that time span where you've been around for a while and you've proven that you're active. So you have to expect a little bit of time in between every single one.
Okay. And so, once you become an officer, is that as high as you can go?
I'm pretty sure storytellers and officers are on the same rank. So unless you want to stage a coup, yeah.
That's right. Take over the guild. That's okay. Excellent. Well, fantastic. So, folks, when we come back, we're going to learn a little bit more about this interesting storyteller part of the running of Overture. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we're back, and we are going to ask the next question to Crusader Ziran. And so, Zur, what events do you folks have within the guild Overture?
Well, we have multiple events since it's a guild based on variety and leaving a lot of options and opportunities for our players. We have our roleplay events done by our storytellers, and anyone who wants to coordinate an event, as long as they run it by our officers and our storytellers, because people have that opportunity in the guild if they want to and they want to coordinate an event. And like the JAC bounties and the other plot lines that I've created. Then we have events where we can run old world raids and try and get RP and transmog gear for people who want sets, and we usually run that, with our guildies to make them quick and fast and easy. And we have our PvP events, which aren't as prominent because we don't have too many PvPers, but for those that, want to grind their conquest or get some extra honor for more gear, RP or not, we can always provide events where people can do that together.
Okay, excellent. And so, do you folks have like a monthly or weekly, bi-weekly guild meetings? Do you folks do guild meetings?
Yeah, we do guild meetings, usually about once, maybe twice a month, and we'll focus on, how everyone's doing in the guild, whether their plot lines are being progressed, setting up new events for players, voicing their complaints, if there's anything that they need to have voiced, have any questions that they need to ask to the officers, to the guild in general, as well as offering suggestions about more of what they would like to see or less of what they would like to see, depending on what their stance is at the time.
Okay, excellent. And so, folks, when we come back, we are going to talk a little bit more about Overture's storyline. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Mira, we discussed a little bit previously that the reason why you started the guild was you didn't want a guild with one running theme in it, but multiple. And so, what was the reason behind that?
To allow people a certain level of creativity and freedom, and to basically do what they find fun.
Okay, and so what were you finding in the other guilds with just one theme in it that was not meeting that expectation? Did you feel that it was that it kind of restricted you too much in your RP?
It restricted me a lot, and I'm the type of player that has like 8 different role-playing characters and likes to do a lot of different things.
All right, and you said you started the guild with a couple other people. Did Coglo start with you? Who started with you?
Coglo was actually the first applicant.
Okay,
and
the other people. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. The person who came with me was Esgaroth, which is one of our main storytellers.
All right, excellent. And so, when someone comes up with the story, do they present it to the whole guild? And so, anybody that wants to join that storyline in the guild is welcome to do so? How do you do that?
Through the forums, mainly. And sometimes through the guild meetings.
Oh, okay. And so those ideas are brought. Now, if someone in the guild, say, is not a storyteller but has an idea for a story, do they bring that to the storytellers? Bring their idea to the storyteller and allow them to run that story for them?
Sometimes, other times they're allowed to run it, but they have to go to either the guild leaders or a storyteller and ask about it.
Okay, and make sure that it's something that will work within the guild's foundation then?
Yeah.
Okay, well, excellent. So, folks, when we come back, we are going to talk to the people that Mary has brought with her and find out why they enjoy being in the Guild Overture. So we'll be right back as we start those individual talks. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so again, one of my favorite parts of guild interviews is talking to the individual members of the guild to find out why they've chosen their prospective guild to be in. And so first up we have Indivara. How do you pronounce the last name?
DeVeo.
DeVeo. And she's an officer of Overture. She's a level 90 human hunter and currently vengeful. Why are you vengeful, ma'am? Who are you vengeful against?
The guy she was in love with was murdered in front of her, and part of our plot, one of our plots, is getting revenge on that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So folks, wow. So what do you enjoy about being in Overture?
A lot, really. I happened upon them a couple of years ago in random RP, and they were so much fun and so welcoming, and I just kind of wormed my way into to the group. I've always had a problem joining RP guilds because they were themed, and I never really fit into any particular theme. And when Mira came to me with Overture, I was all for it because I like that it's more of an out-of-character collective of our peers that can run groups together versus one strict theme and we all have to adhere to that theme at all times. I like that we can branch out.
Well, excellent. That is an excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. And up next we have Adrian Caro, professor, storyteller of Overture. He's a level 52 human warlock. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in Overture?
It's the people. I've been playing with most of these guys and gals for about 2 years, maybe. I was with Mira when she started Shadows of Rin, and we've been role-playing since.
Oh, wonderful. And so you're responsible for running a lot of the storylines in the guild, and how are you enjoying that?
It's great stuff. I'm doing one now. It's kind of tying together all the little sub-factions we have here. It's about the House of Nobles in a corrupt subsection. And the bounty hunters, vigilantes will be banding together to fight them.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Sounds very interesting. So, folks, so thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
All right, folks. Up next, we have Coglo, the magnificent Magus, nicknamed Dingleberry, Sharkbait, or Pinky. He's the co-GM, or GM Alt of Overture. He's a level 90 gnome mage. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about, well, I guess, what do you enjoy about helping to lead this fine guild of Overture?
Helping with the people is great. It's really great to interact with a diverse group of role players and help everyone get together and have fun. That's kind of the primary goal, is to help people have fun for me.
Well, excellent. And so how long have you been in the guild, sir?
I was here when it first started. I think Mira might have said earlier that I was the first person to apply when it kind of started. So that was May of this year. That was like, what is that, 9 months ago?
Sure, just going on a year here. Well, wonderful. Excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Up next is Robin Gray Galadorn of GAT Bounties. He's a veteran of Overture, level 90 human warrior, currently wearing a traveler's cloak. And why is that why do we have that on you currently, sir?
Well, it's winter right now in Azeroth, so I imagine it's cold.
Oh, okay. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in Overture?
The best thing I've found about this guild is that anytime I happen to roleplay with any of them on any of my characters or any storyline, is I immediately feel elevated and feel extraordinarily important to the storyline, right alongside all my guild members, fellow guild members.
Okay, so you feel like being part of the guild, you're not just kind of a number within the guild, but that you're an actual, you're actually contributing.
Absolutely.
Well, that is an excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Up next is Crusader Zirin. He's the Crusader Argent Champion, nicknamed Zur, a veteran of Overture. He's a level 90 human paladin, currently probably angry and holy, or both or neither. That's kind of a way of saying you're just neutral. Is that correct, sir?
It's a little correct. Mainly
Oh.
because my paladin is just he's got problems. A lot
Okay.
of them.
Okay, wonderful. Um, so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in Overture?
Like some of the others have said, the people are they're overly friendly. They're very cooperative. They do their best to ensure that people are taken care of and that the plots are always flowing, that role play is, streaming through the guild. And I left WoW for a little while, and because the game itself feeling stale for me, but everything that's always brought me back has been the role play in this game, especially the role play with people like Mira and all the other officers that she's brought along from Earl's Guild and the ones that she's gotten here now. So the community has not only grown, but I think it's flourished.
Okay, well, excellent answer, sir. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, and now we have the illustrious leader of Overture here, Mira of Lionheart, again, the guild mother of Overture. And so, ma'am, what do you enjoy about leading this fine group of folks?
I guess I just find it rewarding to have a place where everybody can just have a little bit of fun and relax and do what they enjoy doing.
All right, excellent. And so, what I find when I talk to a lot of members in a lot of different guilds is how their attitude within the guild really indicates how a guild's doing. And from what I've gathered here tonight, everybody really seems to enjoy this type of guild that you've made, which really is unique, and I haven't run into it before. A guild that you allow a lot of different storylines to happen within it, and so everybody seems to really enjoy that, and I think that goes back to the leadership. You can always tell how well a guild's doing is by those that are leading it, and so I think you're doing an excellent job here, and especially with this really neat type of guild that you've got here. So excellent job, ma'am.
Thanks.
You bet. So folks, when we come back, we'll have some final thoughts on Overture. And we are back, folks. And so, Mary, is there anything you would like to add about Overture that we haven't discussed so far tonight?
Just that maybe I should mention it's a small community and we probably won't be very large because we're a little bit selective. But it's a great place to be if you actually look for a place that's more open to all kinds of different RP.
Oh, excellent. And so, once again, what is your website for you folks?
Overture.engine.com.
All right, folks, you heard it here. If you're looking for a place to go where if you don't want to just have a set guild theme, where you want to have a little more flexibility, this is certainly the guild for you. And so come and check them out again at overture.engine.com and fill out an application, and with any luck, you'll be able to join these fine folks. So when we come back, folks, we will have Turwinkle giving his goodbye, and this has just been wonderful, so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, and we are back, and so it has been just a wonderful night talking with you folks. Again, I thank you for your patience in answering all of Turwinkle's pestering questions. So thank you so much, guys.
You're very welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you, too.
Thank you. You did really well. It's like you do this all the time.
Well, Turwinkle is very curious, and he does talk to quite a few different people in guilds. So, but thank you again, and folks, we will see Turwinkle back in the hinterlands with his final thoughts on this wonderful guild, Overture. So we'll see you folks there. Alrighty, folks. Well, we made it safe and sound back to the hinterlands. Boy, Turwinkle, what a great guild, the Overture Guild, wasn't it?
Sure.
You bet. We had a lot of fun there tonight. And so we want to give them a nice thank you for taking the time to speak with us tonight.
Allow me to express my deepest thanks.
You bet. So thank you very much, folks. And folks, if you like this episode, click that like button. If you'd like to comment on this episode or any of our previous episodes, do so below. Let us know what we did right and let us know what we're doing wrong. And finally, if you'd like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you, so just hit that subscription button tonight. Well, Turwinkle, excellent job as always, sir. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time.
I'll miss you.
We'll miss you too, Turwinkle. Bye-bye.